Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rox. And this is
Literature on the Rocks.
Book club.
Oh, it's a book club.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Cool.
I mean, book club.
I think she died over there.
It was,
Okay, Grandma, clear your throat.
I wasn't prepared. I was forced to sit here and not move and talk or anything during the song.
You could have moved.
She was like, don't touch anything.
She couldn't. Her shackles.
Say any of that.
Her shackles have prevented her from moving.
Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance.
Oh my God.
Well, how is everyone?
Good. How are you?
Sleepy.
So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But we're here.
We're here.
with our eyes open.
Somewhat.
Drinking caffeine and soon
Liquor.
liquored up.
You liquor it up. Okay, I have a random question for you guys that came to me in the night as I was.
Excellent.
Well, maybe not like deep into the night, but as I was putting my daughter to sleep. And well, I guess maybe it's for Rachel now that I'm thinking about it, but okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I know. But
Look, I'm trying to get pregnant.
well, we will both experience it,
Okay.
but this is why I was curious because I don't know right now. When your husband is not home, you have multiple children. How do you put them all to sleep?
Oh.
Like what? Like is there an
I've already
order?
asked this question of her, actually.
Yeah, is there like an order? Because I'm here, right? I'm rocking my daughter and I'm thinking, if I had another kid and it's just me right now, how do I do that? Because you need to go to sleep. What happens to the other kid?
They have different bedtimes.
Oh, is that what they do?
The oldest one is capable of.
Yeah, okay. But
she
still,
will
there's...
accept snuggles later in the evening.
Okay.
So she'll go and lay down, and then the middle one will hang out until 8, and then it's her bedtime. But the littlest, he is asleep by
Early.
7 normally.
So
I-
there's just
I
a stagger of bedtimes.
Yes.
I have a friend.
You have another friend?
I know, weird.
Audacity.
Wow.
Dripping.
That is just... Take me off of this podcast.
She has 2 kids that are very, very close in age. Mm-hmm. And she did sleep training, where you sit them
Just
down
put 'em
and,
to bed.
And it was like gentle sleep training. So it wasn't like they were
They're
just
not, like,
screaming
screaming it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she trained both of them pretty much at the same time. And so she would just put them in the crib and walk out of the room, and they went to sleep on their own from babies, which is wild.
Interesting.
I was hoping I'm going to try again, and I got to figure this out because I'm going to be pregnant so fast. I just know it. I started practicing with my little guy to try and okay, this is going to be the routine. And, I'm a planner, so
Yeah.
it's changed a lot, but I still know what I'm going to do.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
I like to have a plan. It makes me feel better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fitting for the conversation we're going to have today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Here we are.
My face is dying.
Anxiety, my old friend.
Oh, we got a song.
Oh, my God. Rock singing on a podcast.
Mark your calendars.
Any scouts out there who want to sign me for a
Next
record
week,
deal?
we're not doing books. We're doing originals.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
It took me a second. I was like, who's Carrie? Well, let's get into this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're talking yours truly. And I think actually Rachel has something we get to do. For
Oh
this
yeah, this is
episode.
gonna be a fun book club. So
I'm
I
excited.
purchased the game. Slip it in.
It's not sexual.
It's
No.
not.
Oh,
It's not.
I didn't even think about that. You dirty birds.
Oh, you didn't? That
No.
was the first thing on my
I
mind.
did not.
When I told my husband if he wanted to play Slip It In, he was like, yes, I do.
And then she busted out cards, and he was like, "No."
What is this?
Where am I putting this
My
card?
deepest condolences, Mr. Sunny's husband.
All right, let's hear it. What's the rules?
Okay, so normally how you're supposed to play is you're supposed to everybody gets 5 of these cards, and they're little phrases. So this is an ode to the phrases that Jacob had to say to get out of social interactions.
Yes.
So
So if we say the phrase and slip it in well and no one catches us, we can end the podcast?
Yeah.
no.
Wait,
Just kidding.
we
I
should have
love
brought
doing
like
this.
a bell that's like, I slipped it in, nobody said anything, and I ring the bell, and then you guys are like, what was the phrase?
Okay, make up a sound that you're going to do yourself.
We're just supposed to say I slipped it in.
Oh.
I'm going to be like,
I wanted a bell.
Yeah.
So
I'll be like, hit that,
Wait,
baby.
What's the
what are the other options?
music bed?
Hey, literature on the rocks. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, give it to me, girl.
I was playing.
I'm gonna slip it in.
That is a great game show song.
It is.
Slipped it in. Okay.
Okay.
So instead of 5, we're just gonna do
1.
2.
Oh.
I thought I'd give us 2 because some of them are wild. They're like, I hate cheese pizza. Like, that has nothing to do.
Wild. That's a wild thing to say.
It is wild in the context of this book club. We're not going
Yeah.
to randomly, like, how did you feel about the anxiety inside of Jacob's mind?
you
And
know
you're going to be
what?
like, I hate cheese pizza. That's how I feel like. Okay. So if you say the phrase,
I'm gonna be
I'm
so
gonna-
bad at this game.
I'm gonna really try to slip in. I hate cheese pizza.
so we're going to get 2. We're going to announce our 2 to the listeners. So we'll have to step out. If you get it in and you have 30 seconds, nobody calls you out, you say your phrase, 30 seconds goes by, you get to be like, woohoo, slipped it in. Oh. So those are, we each have our 2 phrases.
Hold on. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm not gonna remember it.
You have
They're
to.
so long.
You got 2. I have 1 long one and 1 short one.
Mine are just 2.
One of them will not work at
sentences.
all.
I'm going
pick a
to
new
try
one?
to make it work.
Here, I'll go first. I'm gonna have an intimate moment with our listener. Now that I'm finally alone and these ladies are not around, just know that I love you all. My words are, can I borrow your vape pen? And I think you'd be a Hufflepuff. Lord, help me.
So my 2 slip it in phrases are, we're getting a ferret and we should all quit our jobs and open a bed and breakfast.
All right. I can admit that, yeah, I probably could have slipped the last one in better than I can slip in the one I got. So we'll see. My first slip it in phrase is, which Disney princess is your favorite? This is the one I traded for. And I have to say, I still have some baby teeth. I have no idea how I'm going to make it work, but it felt easier than the we're not coming tonight. Okay.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
get into it. So for our listeners who are just joining us, this is our book club. Every time we do a book club, we have 4 of the same questions, and then we typically do 3 or 4 that are specific to the book. So our first question is first impressions. What were your initial thoughts when you started reading yours truly? Did the book meet your expectations or surprise you? I love Emily Henry and have heard Abby Jimenez had similar romance writing styles, so my hopes were pretty high for the book. I did not like the dragged out misunderstanding of Jacob and Brianna. I just felt like it went on so long that it became frustrating for me. I think Abby Jimenez could be a great writer, though, that this just may not have been the book for me. I had to stop reading and listening a few times because I was getting so annoyed and frustrated by their relationship. I already purchased another Abby Jimenez book, though, so I'm not writing her off just yet.
Fair.
I was excited to read this book. I've heard great things about Abby Jimenez, and I'll say it again. Emily Henry has really given me a great feel for contemporary romance books. This book did not disappoint. I liked it. I gave it 3 shots.
I was listening so intently for a random phrase that didn't fit.
That's good because I totally tuned her out. I don't even know what she said for it.
You keep doing that.
I was thinking, where can I slip this thing in?
This is gonna be such a hard podcast when I'm really focused on these phrases over here. So I had a similar feeling to Sunny on the Emily Henry comparison. However, mine went in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So my initial thoughts were that it was going to be similar to Emily's. It wasn't a surprise to find out that it sort of was, because you get this love connection that is strained at the beginning. So I feel like it did have some similar feels, but Abby had a realism and a rawness that I don't think we get from Emily Henry. So either way, it didn't surprise me that I liked it. What I was most surprised by was the very real, very emotional concepts that were up front and center in the storyline. And it wasn't a book about just love and connection, but there were so many other things tied into it. And I think that's why I enjoyed it.
See, and I think that might have been why I didn't. I mean, I don't know. We'll get into it in some of the other questions, but got too raw for me.
Raw.
All right.
Unresolved questions. Were there any plot points or character arcs that you felt were left unresolved or could have been explored further? And I wanted to know more about Jeremiah and that treacherous little pregnant hoe of a girlfriend he has. I guess they're married. Hoe wife. Were they really happy? Did they come to Jacob's wedding? Like, they just weren't. It was such a big part of the story. And then at the end, it was just kind of like, we're getting married and these are our vows. And who knows if that bitch was there? We don't know.
True. So I think the storyline was put together pretty nicely. I don't think it needed anything else. But if I had to choose, I'd want to know a little bit more about what happened with their work. Did Jacob go back to work, like keep working at the hospital? Did they get to keep working together? They're married. They have a child now.
No, he was a stay-at-home dad.
Is that what they said?
In the end,
I don't
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, he's a stay-at-home dad with their daughter, and she got to be the big boss bitch at the hospital like she wanted to be.
There goes my answer.
Well,
I got my unresolved question, so thank you.
it's
so
resolved.
happy.
She
like
has
it.
no unresolved
I got
questions.
no unresolved. Now I have the answer to my question. This was beautiful.
Okay, I wrote, I don't want to give her ex-husband and his lover the time, but if I picked anything that was not explored, it would maybe be that. Or even the brother of Jacob and Amy's story. Their story, even though I didn't like them for the most part and what they did, would have been interesting to hear more about since I'm sure they both cared about Jacob. How did they not only get to a point where they thought it would be okay to date, but also get engaged and do the rest of the story, right? If Jacob is such a good guy, I can't believe his brother was so shitty that he didn't even think about Jacob when he started dating Amy. I feel like there's more backstory to that. Do I need to know it? No, I don't think I ended I wish I knew more about the brother and Amy. But I do think that there's probably a story there that wasn't explored.
If you could change one thing about the ending of Yours Truly, what would it be and why? I wouldn't change anything. I think it was fine. Although it does feel like Brianna and Jacob just moved on from all the trauma they had going on. Since there was so much realism in the book, there is a missed opportunity to portray the fact that there's a lot to talk about and unpack. They each have so much in their lives which leads to another question, but that has gotten them to where they are. They didn't really talk about the trauma with each other, with a therapist.
They did. Brianna went to a therapist.
I know, but they didn't talk about it that much.
Rox, do you even remember the end of this book?
No, I guess not.
Did you read this?
I didn't. No. But I just think that we could have probably explored that a little bit more because it was such a big piece of the entire book.
I wrote, I was happy with the ending. I would have liked to change some of the pieces in the story, like Brianna crashing out when she sees her ex. It was such a big explosion for such a small, not even an interaction. They just saw each other at the elevator and she was like,
And you didn't really know what the backstory was enough to know that why it was such a big deal for her to see them.
Yeah, but in that moment, she realized she was pregnant.
I know,
and it
but I
wasn't
don't
just
think-
crashing out about that. It was realizing that
He
I'm
moved
carrying-
on and had another baby. She didn't know she was pregnant yet.
No, in the moment she said she realized when she saw that his lover was pregnant, that she was also pregnant and she was scared that she wasn't even going to be able to keep it because she had already had a miscarriage. So we explored that later, but in the moment you didn't know any of that.
Yeah. Took a lot out of you.
Yeah.
that's all I said.
Oh,
Love it.
adaptation dreams. If Yours Truly were to be adapted into a movie or TV series, who would you cast in the main roles? I did Jacob and Brianna.
That's all I did too.
Same, Z's.
Oh my goodness.
Twinning.
Look at us.
My Jacob is Brandon Sklenar. I don't know if that's how you say his name.
Oh, you've picked him before.
Oh yeah, if he keeps the scruff and the longer hair.
Yeah. Which is how he looked in It Ends With Us. He's I feel like he
He's
could
gonna
build
be
a
in
house.
The Housemaid? He's cast in The
Yeah,
Housemaid.
who is he in The Housemaid? He is.
Andrew.
I did Chase Crawford.
He's so pretty.
He is a pretty boy.
Gossip Girl.
But I feel like he had a very nice smile, like a very friendly, warm smile. And that's what I thought of for Jacob.
Okay. I casted person that I've casted before. I really like him. Theo James.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is.
How old is Jacob supposed to be? Because I think Theo James is 40.
But
They're
so is
older.
mine.
They're
They're
older.
older. They're established doctors trying to be the head of the department.
Once married
They
and
could
divorced.
be
and
what was the
Doogie Howser?
Yeah, they could be a Doogie Howser.
No. These are reg degs.
Oh, got it.
Reg
Okay.
degs.
All right.
Regular, degular
So
people.
we have Theo James, Brandon Sklenar,
Yeah, I'm glad you
And-
remembered his name.
Chase Crawford.
and Chase Crawford.
I
Okay,
don't
is there any
dislike
we
any
don't
of
like?
them.
I don't
I know, that's what I was trying to
they
think.
all kind of have
similar
strong
vibe?
jaw, same
Yeah.
face shape. Brown
Okay, how do you
tousled
guys
hair.
envision Jacob as far as we're thinking he's strong jawline, but meek?
I don't know that I picture him meek, but I don't picture him bubbly and
No, he's definitely quiet to himself.
reserved.
Okay, do any of our people, let me go back through them, have like a bubbly vibe?
Mine does.
I'll
vote.
cast out Chase Crawford.
Okay.
He's very handsome, though.
He is a very handsome man, but I do agree that he maybe is a... Rachel, you got to pick
I'm
between
going to pick
the two.
Theo James.
Theo James.
Theo James. Okay, so who did you guys cast for Brianna?
I casted Diane Guerrero.
Okay. She was in Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
Maritza.
She was Maritza.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maritza.
I picked America Ferrera.
So did I!
Oh, that's a good one.
Yay!
All right, America Ferrera it is.
I thought she was a good option.
Yeah.
Ice Drop is Theo James and America Ferrera.
Okay, fake dating chronicles. Brianna and Jacob pretend to be a couple at family events and play hospital board games together. And if you had to fake date someone at work, what fun excuses or tactics would you use to convince everyone? I have several options.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so we have like a ridiculous, elaborate backstory. Like we met at a llama yoga retreat and it was just instant connection. Now we're inseparable. That wasn't it.
Oh, what?
A llama?
Yoga retreat?
Yeah, wasn't it? That was in there
what the hell is
before.
a
You
llama?
genuinely picked that?
What is
I
a llama
generally
yoga?
wrote that.
What is a llama yoga retreat?
There's like, you're doing yoga and there's llamas around. Just like a goat yoga.
A retreat? Okay, all right. Well, now
Whatever.
I'm going to go do a
Such
llama
a
yoga retreat.
common place to meet someone.
We can explain it like, long story short, we're getting a ferret together.
No. That was it.
How is your slipping in less crazy than your llama yoga retreat?
I have more. Anyways. Okay. So we're doing it to see if our friends will...
Never believe your story.
I love it. She's trying to be so quick too. So then we'd say like, really, we're gonna get a ferret together, and then.
Anyways, so we're doing it to see if our friends will finally stop setting us up with other weird blind dates. We're competing in a reality show called Love in 7 Days, and I can't tell you if it's real or not.
Wow.
We have matching sweaters and didn't want them to go to waste. We decided
These are just your excuses of why you're doing it?
yeah, fake
Okay.
dating.
We have matching sweaters, and we didn't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
So we had to date, you
Is
guys.
that another slipping in?
No.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying.
That one felt more like, that actually feels like Rachel. Like, no, I can see that. I can see that about her. That's how she started dating her husband.
Yeah.
Mr. Rachel.
Mr. Rachel.
Mr. Rachel's husband. PhD.
We decided we should quit our jobs and open up a bed and breakfast. And then,
Wait.
and then
Another slipping in?
Every single
Yes, that was another one.
You could have gotten away with that one if you had just kept rolling with it.
I know.
I was
your
trying to
face
gave that one away.
Sorry. Damn it. That was it. That was all my things.
Actually, yours did fit that question really
Very
well.
well.
So if you hadn't
If I hadn't
fumbled,
paused.
yeah, I wouldn't have caught it. But
Damn it.
I was like, wait a second, why are you pausing? Hold on.
I was really. Why did we bring this bell in?
Well, because Sunny needed something to smash.
I need something to smash. Okay, I wrote, I think living together is a little extreme for fake dating, but I think I'd commit to the role. I definitely liked how they were asking questions to get to know each other, and mine would probably be more like Brianna's, like, which Disney princess is your favorite? At the beginning. That is it. At the beginning, I think I would have to be at least a little attracted to this person in order to do it, though. I'm not a paid actress for a reason. I think I do similar things that they did at the beginning of the relationship. Set boundaries of not doing anything unless people were around, touch and flirt when people were... Back in my heyday, I would love this idea. Pretending to be in a relationship.
Back in your heyday. Got it. Okay.
Pretending to be in a relationship with an attractive, sweet man, sign me up. I absolutely would have secretly hoped to fall in love with each other as well.
I think the best way to be convincing would be to be as vague as possible, because I know that I would get slipped up and caught in a lie if I was just trying to create this elaborate story.
Yeah.
So
You're not a liar.
I don't know that I would be able to do it. Maybe we'd have to go on an actual date, take pictures, and do all the things that Brianna and Jacob had to do. So we had something to talk about and relate to when we were with our families. And then maybe I would have to leave some of my stuff at their house. But I don't know that I'd be able to move in and live there with somebody that I didn't have any intent on being with.
Right.
But you did secretly.
I did secretly, but I don't know. I'm not aggressive like that. So if I didn't think he wanted me also, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I really had to put myself in the past because me today, yeah, I'd be like, no, not interested. Thanks. But I think part of that is I'm just not openly looking and out there.
Yeah, but I don't
right?
know if me in the past would have been able to do it. To
Me in
like
the past
pretend
would
date.
have, I think I would have loved to be like, yeah, let's be flirty and cute. But again, I would have had to be attracted to them at least a little
Yeah,
bit. There'd have to
yeah.
be some sort of like, yeah, you're cute. I can do that. Right.
Sure.
If it was like, no, I have absolutely there's no desire there.
No
There's no
attraction
attraction.
whatsoever.
I don't know if I can fake it. I'm not an actress for a reason.
I think that I could be nice and
Yes.
I could definitely pretend that I liked you because I'm a nice person. So I don't know. I just said, I don't know. This is a really hard one.
Good answer.
Thanks. I had such elaborate answers this time around. Anxiety on the record. Jacob openly manages his social anxiety, planning ahead, journaling, bringing houseplants into his space. How did seeing his coping strategies resonate with you? Did any feel familiar or maybe open your mind to new ways to support someone you know? I said, I think what resonated with me the most is the draining of the social battery. I can definitely relate to feeling completely lost of energy after spending a lot of time socializing. Usually I quietly remove myself from the chaos, use that time to recharge the batteries, and then like slowly slip myself back into the chaos. And so interestingly, that has happened more than as I've gotten older. But this did open my eyes to how being more detailed for someone who has this anxiety issue and how it could be helpful for them and how it could give them more comfort in those moments. So I don't know that I have anyone who has that level of anxiety, but it did make me think, oh, I could probably be more proactive with some of my friends that show this level of social anxiety. So that's how I think it resonated with me.
I wrote, we talked about this a bit in the summary. I think it definitely opened my eyes to some of the traits as being part of my anxiety. I always knew I could be an anxious person, and I've even seen some of those traits trickle down to my kid, even though I've tried very hard to teach him better than me. My son started school last week, and my anxiety was incredibly present the weeks leading up to the big day. This was a time of anxiety that I expected it. However, not knowing what's on the menu at a restaurant is when I never connected to my anxiety. My husband often likes to pick a place to eat and then not tell me where it is. It's caused many arguments in the past because I just want to look up the place we're going. I never counted it as anxiety until reading this book. So yeah, I related to Jacob in many ways. Now for the deep part, I think it's part of the reason why I didn't like his character very much. He represented a lot of the parts of me that I don't like, that I try to bury and I hide. I didn't hide that I disliked this book in our summary episode, but I think one of the big reasons why is I didn't like Jacob. And it has a lot to do with him being so much of what I hate about myself. But he has inspired me to be better at accepting that part of me, but I still don't like it. So screw you, Abby Jimenez.
You were too real, Abby. Too real.
I definitely didn't like Jacob. And when I was answering these questions, it was like, oh, that's probably why I don't like Jacob very much. Okay, Rachel's turn to answer.
My turn. So I liked how Jacob made his coping strategies feel like a natural part of life rather than something that needed to be done separate.
Yeah.
It made me realize that some of the things I do for myself are actually anxiety based, even though I never labeled them that way. Mm-hmm. And I also appreciated how Brianna supported him. It was effortless and without request.
She just knew. She just knew how to take care of him.
Yeah.
It was almost like she just had a thought of, oh, it would make him feel better if I just let him know ahead of time, right? And it wasn't like she was thinking, okay, he has this anxiety. What do I have to do to make it so that it's like all the things line up for him? It was more, oh, and he'd feel better if he knew where we were going. So let me just send him the menu really quick. Or,
Yeah.
oh, it'd be really nice if he knew where to park. Probably anybody would like to know where we're going to park or where we're going to eat. It's the difference of some people prefer it and need it, and some people don't care. And if you give it to them, it's just an added benefit.
I agree. Yes, people for sure. But some of the things she was doing felt like what? Like, she was definitely going out of her way to accommodate. Like, his dad is a taxidermist or whatever, and she's freaking picking up dead animals on the road that she thinks are dead.
But
Me,
that
when I
wasn't
read
for
it,
Jacob. That was to try to be for the family.
But
feel like
ultimately for Jacob, and I felt like when he was like, "Oh, this is my dad's taxidermy room," it was like, "Oh, here, I still keep some of my baby teeth in this jar." Like, that's so gross.
Wait, she said that?
No, I just equivalent. I guess equivalent like to it. That it's like it's weird, and I don't know. And she didn't just accept it. She was like, "Okay, let me go find." Yes, exactly. Let me go.
I didn't see a possum body in there.
But I feel like if I was in a similar situation and I was trying to get this family to like me,
But I feel like
I'd
they
probably
already
do that.
They did like her. I think that was just her personality. Like, oh, I know you're into this, and I found a dead raccoon on the side
which
of the
I
road.
feel like
I still have some of my baby teeth in the jar. Is my
I had a feeling. I genuinely was like, I feel like that's one of her slip it in, but I'm not sure.
that was a good one.
That was good. You
That
really
was
slipped
good.
that in good.
Really, thank you.
That was a good one.
I won't lie,
But
my ear peaked, and I was like,
I thought that was such a weird equivalent, but I was like, taxidermy's weird as fuck. So
I felt like it was fitting, though. I do agree
yeah.
with what I was saying.
Yes.
That it was
Well, that's
weird
why I was like,
even in
did
the
she
book.
really say
all
that?
I kept thinking was the taxidermy stripper mice. That's what was going on in my head.
Yes.
So
Yes. But for sure, for real, walking into a room of taxidermy, I think I would have been like, you know what? I like you, but I'm done. I'm good. I'm for sure not picking up a raccoon on the side of the road.
No, I do think it's a little bit extreme, but I feel like, I mean, I think you guys as friends, if you saw something or knew that I would like something, you'd probably pick it up. That's
Right.
just the
Yeah.
type of people you guys are. So that's what I feel like. I think that's just who
I'm
she
not
was.
picking up roadkill for you. I just want
Why
that to be
not?
clear.
I
am
really
not-
saw a raccoon out there that I want you to go get for me.
So
If
I
you
can
saw it, you
stuff-
get it.
I'll stuff it for you.
Is that one of your slipping in phrases? Oh yeah, you had the Disney princess
Yeah,
one. We
yeah.
called you out on
Yeah,
that
that one was also fitting for you though. So I'm not surprised that you got that one because I wouldn't have really questioned it.
The Netflix one I had to swap out, that I swapped out was the baby teeth one. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it came around.
Ew, you ended up keeping it.
Yeah.
Nice.
one. All right. Last question.
Pain, growth, and the mosaic of you. A key theme. We're all mosaics made of broken, but sometimes beautiful pieces. Which cracks or scars in Brianna's or Jacob's stories felt the most meaningful? How do their journeys reflect your own patchwork of past experiences? Well, I already talked about Jacob, so I guess let's bring it home with talking about Brianna and her mistrust of men and miscarriages.
Damn it.
Dale.
I don't think I'll cry through this one, but I'm sure I'm not alone in the world when I say that I have dated some shitty men in my past prior to finding my husband. I felt like I could relate to her seeing her ex and his new love and crashing out. I was definitely that girl before my husband taught me what a real non-toxic relationship looked like. I also absolutely resonated with her fear of being pregnant after having a miscarriage, not knowing if this one would stick. I only had one miscarriage, but I will say confidently that it's one too many. This book touched on a lot of real life hard things, and while I appreciated it, I think I just wasn't in a place where I wanted to read a romance book that made me face so much of the bad parts of my own life. That's it.
It's so funny because as you're reading it and you like had so much connection to the book, I just pictured Brianna and the grandpa sitting there like smoking a cigarette because I felt like they really needed it in that moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like Sunny would have been out there smoking a cigarette with the grandpa.
Never smoked a day in my
asking-
life, but I was like, give me one of
You
those
know
grumps.
what? Can
Let me
I
take a
borrow
hit of
that
that.
vape pen? She's gonna need it.
That vape
This is reusable, old man.
Exactly.
No fire needed.
Stop asking us for cigarettes.
I'll get you cartons every 2
This
weeks.
is a better alternative for you, Grandpa.
It's quiet.
Smells good.
Kills you.
That was my slip it in.
What was
Can
it?
I borrow a vape pen?
Oh!
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good. You did a good one.
Good. I think all of their scars add a depth to the story. I can resonate with many of their trials. Having a sick parent, a miscarriage, having trauma, and not having a solid outlet or being too strong-willed to find an outlet. I myself am a patchwork of literal and figurative scars, and I understand how it feels to muscle through pain and deal with it on the other side, and I can enjoy and appreciate those elements in the story.
So I said, I I don't know that I have any specific scars or cracks to either one of them. However, I do resonate with the fact that we all have some traumatic experiences from our past that somehow creep into our future selves or situations. So much of my previous experiences have played a role in who I am today, from my drive and motivation to the type of partner that I am. I'm not proud of all of my characteristics, but they are a part of me. And what I resonate with is that these experiences that create chaos in my life today are the ones that run deep and require serious healing. And this book's just highlighted how detrimental not healing can be to your present.
Yeah, that's good.
It was good.
Yeah. That was the last question.
That was it, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my Lanta.
Look at that.
Sweet Lord.
That's a wrap on this book club of Literature on the Rocks. We laughed, we swooned, and I maybe rolled my eyes a few too many times at Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Next week, we're diving headfirst into the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. So grab a copy and come hang out with us. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're here for you every Wednesday.
Yeah, and if you made it this far, I think you'd be a Hufflepuff. Loyal, patient, and obviously down for a good story. So be a gem, rate and review us. It helps fellow book nerds find their people. And yes, we read them out loud, dramatically, sometimes with accents.
Don't ghost us. Follow @LitOnTheRocksPod on Instagram and TikTok, and swing by literatureontherocks.com. The drama doesn't end here.
Until next time, may your love letters be swoony and your cocktails always top shelf. Cheers.
Toodaloo.
Bye. That was my last one.
What
I
was?
think you'd be a Hufflepuff.
Oh my God.
It sounded stupid, but I thought ChatGPT created it.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.